This is going to be a quick little tidbit, because I realized this morning I missed a golden opportunity for my people with OCD in my last video about Jesus in the storm. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it so you have a little bit of context. You don't have to do that now. You can do that later. Nevertheless, the one thing I left out that would be specific to my people with OCD that would really help is, one, let's remember that OCD is actually not a faith issue. It's a brain disorder, okay? And I'm talking, when I say OCD, for those who are hopping on here, I am specifically speaking of religious OCD, which is also called scrupulosity. But the thing I want to point out is this, that Jesus did what he did in spite of no faith in the disciples. And on the other side of it, their faith was strengthened. Like, Jesus moved in that place, in that moment, in spite of their lack of faith, because they were overcome by fear. So if you are worried that God is not going to do something for you because you cannot seem to muster up this feeling of faith, this feeling of perfect peace, you can't muster that up, by the way. However, my faith has grown significantly since I stopped looking at my faith, actually looking at my faith and the quality of my faith. Because sometimes when we read through the Word, we see where, people's faith affected the story. This is important. I don't say this is not important. However, for those of us who are obsessive, OCD about it, looking at your faith, and even really any Christian, if you're constantly analyzing your faith and the quality of your faith, your eyes are not really where they need to be. Your faith grows when you behold the one whom your faith is in. So my faith has grown significantly as I have continued to learn the character and the nature of whom I have my faith in. Okay? So I just want to add that real quick because I felt like it was important. And your faith will grow as you understand that though your storm may rage in your mind, Jesus is with you, and because his word is true, he's the one who's going to get you through that storm. And it's not going to depend on your faith being perfect. There might be times where you have no faith, but because he said it, and he keeps his promises, he's a man of his word, it will happen. And that in and of itself, and trusting that, is actually a way to increase your faith as well. To understand, okay, take the burden and the pressure off of yourself and your faith and put the burden where it belongs, on him and him keeping his promises. Anyway, I hope that helped you out. Have a wonderful day. Love y'all. Bye.